My name is Helen Buchanan.
My name is Isabella Catanzaro.
My name is Michaela.
My name is Rosanna Javier.
I am a Gold Award Girl Scout.
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 I am a proud Gold Award Girl Scout.
I am making the world a better place by informing youth how to register to vote and be an educated voter. I made my mark on the issue of youth not realizing how or where to register to vote.
I'm making the world a better place by teaching kids about the benefits and necessity of bees. I made my mark on the issue of bee population loss.
I'm making the world a better place by giving girls the confidence to pursue STEM. I made my mark on the issue of gender inequality in the STEM field.
I'm making the world a better place by hosting clinics for kids. I made my mark on the issue of bringing awareness to the sport of field hockey in my community.
I am making the world a better place by teaching environmental awareness. I am making my mark on the issue of water conservation, habitat preservation through teaching landscaping practices in San Diego County.
I'm making the world a better place by normalizing mental health conversations so teenagers feel heard. I've made my mark on the issue of mental health by destigmatizing the conversations around it.
I am making the world a better place by organizing instrumental music clinics for the elementary school students. I made my mark on the issue of elementary music education in San Diego.
I made the world a better place by raising awareness of human trafficking. I made my mark by educating my community on the red flags of trafficking and what to do if you or someone you know is a victim.
I'm making the world a better place by helping students be informed and prepared for natural disasters. I made my mark on the issue of global warming and natural disasters.
I am making the world a better place by reducing the stigma surrounding emotional abuse. I made my mark on the issue of mental abuse by creating lasting resources that helped children and teens navigate and stand up for themselves when being faced with a mentally abusive adult in power.
I'm making the world a better place by educating students and providing an uplifting outlet for women and children experiencing homelessness. I made my mark on the issue of homelessness for women and children in San Diego.
I made my mark on the issue of lack of mental health education for elementary school age students. I'm making the world a better place by teaching the importance of mindfulness and compassion.
I'm making the world a better place by helping minority communities. I made my mark on the issue of embracing your community.
I'm making the world a better place by helping protect barn owls, one of our local apex predators. I made my mark on the issue of secondary poisoning of owls and other predators by raising awareness about the dangers of rodent bait boxes.
I'm making the world a better place by bringing my community together through reading. I made my mark on the issue of community connection and literacy in San Diego.
I'm making the world a better place by helping build confident teens. I made my mark on the issue of low self-esteem.
I am making the world, currently, a better place by connecting currently isolated tuberculosis patients going through treatment. I'm doing this by connecting tuberculosis survivors and tuberculosis patients, so that way they can share their personal experiences and stories, so that way they know that they are not alone. And I have made my mark on this issue of disconnection and isolation by creating this booklet called The Patient Voice, which has all of their testimonials, personal stories, and even some art here and there that they've personally made. And most of all, it connects these patients when they need it most.
I'm making the world a better place by helping teens and other people like me get out into nature more. And I made a mark on my issue of teens not getting outdoors enough.
I'm making the world a better place by advocating for those who cannot advocate for themselves.
I'm making the world a better place by helping young women around the world feel empowered in their ability to do STEM. I made my mark on the issues of the underrepresentation of females in STEM fields.
I'm making the world a better place by educating students on affordable and accessible ways to eat healthy, while also revealing the health consequences of a poor diet. I made a mark on childhood obesity in San Diego.
I'm making the world a better place by teaching children and seniors how to stay safe in the event of a natural disaster.
I'm making the world a better place by championing for STEM diversity.
I made my mark on the issue of the lack of education that plagues young adults when it comes to social justice issues.
I made my mark on the issue of bringing awareness to the communication barriers.
I'm making the world a better place by connecting with senior citizens, showcasing their value, and honoring their legacies.
I am making the world a better place by teaching others how to communicate in a different way. I am making my mark on the issue of American Sign Language. I am a Gold Award Girl Scout.
The lost cause. The ignored.
The impossible.
Meet your match. A Go to World Girl Scout identifies a big problem, creates a project, and takes the steps to solve that problem.
We stand out because we stand for more. Gold Award Girl Scouts don't just change the world for the better, we change it for good.
Welcome to the Girl Scouts San Diego 2020 Girl Scout Gold Award ceremony. Liza Crisafi is the Chief Investment Officer of the San Diego City Employees Retirement System, overseeing the management of over $8 billion in retirement assets.
As chair of the Girl Scouts San Diego Board of Directors, and on behalf of our council leadership, staff, and my colleagues on the board, it is my great privilege to welcome you to our 2020 Gold Award ceremony. Today, we are celebrating 65 exceptional young women who have attained the highest achievement in Girl Scouting, the Gold Award. Successfully answering the call to go gold indelibly marks these girls as accomplished members of their communities and the world. While we all wish we could be in the same room for this ceremony, we are connecting together online at this moment in living rooms and family rooms all across San Diego and Imperial counties, and from Camp Pendleton down to San Ysidro. We are united by our commitment to grow girls of courage, confidence, and character, the leaders we need for today and tomorrow. We are united by our Girl Scout sisterhood. We are united by our Girl Scout traditions. One of those long-standing traditions is to begin our gatherings with the Girl Scout promise and a patriotic moment. Girl Scouts, families, and guests, please stand now, raise your right hand, and join San Diego's 2020 Gold Award Girl Scouts in the Girl Scout Promise and Law. Ready? Begin.
On my honor,
I will try
to serve God and my country,
to help people at all times,
and to live by the Girl Scout law.
I will do my best to be
honest and fair,
friendly and helpful,
considerate and caring,
courageous and strong,
and responsible for what I say and do,
to respect myself and others,
respect authority,
use resources wisely,
make the world a better place,
and be a sister to every Girl Scout.
Please remain standing as Girl Scout Ava Harris sings America the Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with sisterhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriots' dream that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities gleamed, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with sisterhood from sea to shining sea.
Carol Dedrich is the Chief Executive Officer of Girl Scouts San Diego.
Thank you, Ava, for that inspiring song. I love America, and in this troubled time, it can be challenging to see beauty. We are all struggling to make sense of this year, of this very difficult moment in time. 120,000 Americans have perished due to COVID-19, and lockdowns have put so much of what was once certain on hold. The pain of racism and lost lives have filled the streets with anguish. Calls for dramatic change are ringing through our spacious skies. Where do we go from here? How do we understand each other better? How do we see beauty again? Catherine Lee Bates authored America the Beautiful during a time of worldwide financial crisis, failed railroads, and collapsed banks. During the panic of 1893, life savings disappeared. Farmers lost their land. 1 in 5 Americans were unemployed. The people of our nation became divided. They stopped listening to each other, and fear led them. Catherine listened to the poor, the working class, and immigrants. She identified the issues her country was facing. Catherine contemplated how a nation as diverse as America could find a sense of unity. She wondered how peace could be achieved. While there were many barriers for women at that time, she believed in the power of her own words to make a difference. Catherine traveled to the top of Pikes Peak in Colorado, where, inspired by the view from the summit, she penned the words which became her patriotic hymn, "O Beautiful for Spacious Skies." Catherine shared her vision of a nation united from sea to shining sea. She identified the final important crown of America as unity. And she reminded us that what lifts us is respect, listening, and community. She called that vision of unity brotherhood. You'll see brotherhood in the published version of her song, and that's the way we were taught to perform it. But when Catherine sang America the Beautiful, she substituted a word we know as Girl Scouts, a word that guides us in times of struggle. Catherine sang, "To crown thy good with sisterhood, from sea to shining sea." 127 years later, students at Wellesley College, where she taught, still use her version. How do we see the beauty in a troubled world? We see it through unity and through sisterhood. By taking a stand to address issues in our communities, by harnessing resilience and leadership to overcome obstacles and change the world for good. Those same actions make a Gold Award Girl Scout. Listening to understand. Persisting in the face of challenge. Taking action in a sustainable way. Gold Award Girl Scout. You change the world. You reveal the beauty of our country for all to see.
Ashley led an inclusive cheerleading camp for students in Sweetwater Union High School District to increase awareness and participation in Unified Sports, a Special Olympics program. Making teammates of individuals with and without intellectual disabilities showcase that people of all abilities can participate in sports. Cadence created a curriculum for individuals and nonprofit entities, including the Safe House Project that addressed a lack of awareness about human trafficking. Her workshops educated people on human trafficking scenarios, explanations, and statistics, as well as how to prevent this major issue. Cristalinda's project was an educational workshop that focused on teaching youth how to register to vote. She worked with her high school, church, and Girl Scout troop and collaborated with the League of Women Voters San Diego. Emma provided an uplifting experience for homeless women and children at the San Diego Rescue Missions Emergency Shelter. She opened a free pop-up shoe shop where residents could shop for quality shoes and socks. She also created a PSA video about homelessness. Emma empowered future voters to navigate roadblocks to voting and use their political power. By creating an educational program and holding registration drives at school, she taught students how to register to vote. By presenting interactive role-play, true stories, and statistics at an informational assembly, Lily educated students at her high school about human trafficking. The school plans to hold similar assemblies every 2 years. To combat the lack of knowledge about social justice issues among high school students, Maya started a social justice club at Westview High School. Her meetings provided an open space for students to discuss controversial issues. Mia implemented an American Sign Language Club at her school to bring awareness to the hearing community about communication barriers faced by the deaf and hard of hearing communities. Going forward, her club will continue to educate students and celebrate this culture. Summer worked with Rock the Vote to hold voter registration workshops for high school students. To increase voter turnout and educate students about political issues, she also founded an activism club and organized events for more than 1,200 students. build a philanthropic youth program, Valerie organized and connected teens with volunteer opportunities to serve homeless, low-income, and food-insecure populations. She partnered with Salvation Army, Father Joe's, San Diego Rescue Mission, St. Gregory Church, and Cathedral Catholic High School. Please welcome Ana de Almeida Amaral, a National Gold Award Girl Scout of 2019 who just completed her first year at Stanford University.
I began to realize that I was at a school that had a majority students of color, but the curriculum that we were taught didn't really represent that. For my Gold Award, I've created professional development seminars for educators to help them integrate ethnic studies in every classroom at our school.
Good morning, and congratulations to all of the impressive young women who are receiving their Gold Award today. My Girl Scout journey began at 2 years old when my older sister joined a Daisy Girl Scout troop. Since then, I've done it all. I sold cookies, went to camp, traveled to Costa Rica through the Destinations program, learned about injustice through the Global Arms of Advocacy program, received empowering mentorship through Camp Exec, met Girl Scouts from across the country at the national conference, and completed my Gold Award. While Girl Scouts has always been part of my life, my involvement intensified as a senior and ambassador. Girl Scouts became deeply important to who I am and led me, as a 10th grader, to discover my greatest passion and life's work. 1 year ago, I was in your shoes, like you, receiving recognition for pouring my heart into a project for 2 years. When I was 15, I realized that while my high school had a vast majority students of color, the curriculum did not wholly represent us. This inequity meant that students like me felt like there was no space for our histories and identities in the classroom. I learned that this was only one symptom of a larger institution of racism in American education. For my project, I founded and taught my school's first ethnic studies course. Ethnic studies is an official elective course and completely student-led. I worked with other students to design, prepare, and teach our curriculum to a class of our peers. We shared the histories and perspectives of people of color and empowered young people with an understanding of systems of injustice so they can recognize issues in their community and have the knowledge to be a change maker. This knowledge is crucial, especially today, as we grapple with centuries of racial injustice in our country. The impact this class had on my school community was tremendous. Ethnic studies triggered a shift on my campus towards equitable, inclusive, and justice-based teaching. I'm proud to say that even today, a year after my graduation, younger leaders continue to teach ethnic studies and have doubled the class size since when I founded it. My Gold Award surely changed my community, but it also deeply impacted who I am. Working to address institutional racism in education became my greatest passion. And working with my co-founder Isa, we expanded ethnic studies. We created professional development seminars for teachers so they could learn to integrate ethnic studies and anti-racist teaching practices into their classrooms. We've reached educators throughout the country, and most notably, we're given the opportunity to present our work at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Being selected as one of 10 girls in our country who illustrate the power of the Gold Award was also a tremendous honor. Since then, I have spoken at conferences, represented Girl Scouts at events, and had the opportunity to share my work with the world. Truly, the work I did through the Gold Award has become such an important part of my identity. It guided me to the school of my dreams, gave me the skills to advocate for a cause I believe in, and provided me with an inspiring community. But the most important thing it did was change the way I think. The Gold Award is an extraordinary accomplishment, not only for the hard work it requires, but for the mindset it calls you to embrace. The Gold Award asks you to look at the world and imagine something greater. It asks you to look at an issue, imagine a way to solve it, and work to make it a reality. There are so many people who walk through this world, accepting all of the issues within it, standing in complacency. The Gold Award sets you apart. You have proven yourself as imaginative. You have proven yourself as motivated, and you have proven yourself as a change maker. There are many painful realities that have recently been exposed in our country. We are seeing massive issues of racial violence and injustice, so glaring that we cannot look away. At moments like these, we are reminded that it takes deep courage, true confidence, and commitment to our moral character to stand up for what is right. It gives me hope that today we are honoring 65 girls who all embody those values. It makes me proud to be part of an organization that firmly believes that Black Lives Matter. Gold Award Girl Scouts, take today and all of the other successes that you have won on your journey to the gold and hold on to them. There will be days where it feels like even your greatest efforts aren't enough. It can feel defeating to see how immense, complex, and deeply rooted the issues in our world are. I hope you remember that your leadership, your passion, and your imagination have brought us one step closer to a better world. Your Gold Award is just the beginning of all the impact you will have. The world needs more Gold Award Girl Scouts. I'm so proud to welcome you to this Gold Award sisterhood because the world is waiting for people like you. We are ready to see what you've imagined for us. Congratulations.
Alisa Ochevsky started the Super Bears Club to preserve the art of sewing by hand. She taught high school students to sew teddy bears that were donated to the Edmund D. Edelman Children's Courthouse. Angelina helped high school students better articulate their ideas by hosting workshops to educate on the intricacies of writing. She shared the curriculum with other local high schools to help build community and understanding through writing. Annalisa encouraged confidence in middle school girls by adding a color guard performance to an after-school program at Bernardo Heights Middle School. Partnering with high school coaches, she developed a performance routine that allowed the school to participate in a color guard competition for the first time. Arden wanted to help seniors living at an assisted living facility know they are part of the local community. She enlisted kindergarteners at a nearby school to make crafts that the senior school used to decorate their rooms and hallways as a reminder that people are thinking of them. Belle created My Life, My Story to tie together the community and performance art and address the lack of an intergenerational connection. She and drama student volunteers spent a day interviewing seniors at the City of Carlsbad Senior Center. Then Belle created a script based on their stories, which the students perform. Newly diagnosed patients with tuberculosis are medically isolated at a time when they need human contact the most. To provide comfort and support, Green compiled letters from TB survivors into a booklet that was empowering for them and current patients. Erika worked with girls at an orphanage in Tecate, Mexico. She helped create community and brought the girls together through games, building projects, and recycling workshops. Haley started a student exchange program with San Diego's sister city, Alcalá, Spain. To gain cultural awareness, high school students hosted Spanish students in San Diego for 2 weeks and visited Spain. Haley also raised funds to make travel affordable for students in need. In response to threats to cut elementary music programs, Julianne promoted music education in the University City community. She recruited her high school classmates to teach elementary students at monthly band and orchestra clinics and raise money to provide music resources. Lucia's Embrace Our Community project educated children in San Isidro about the importance of putting aside their electronic devices. Her bilingual brochures, workshops, and videos reached more than 500 children between the ages of 7 to 12. To help mitigate the fact that many elderly people feel undervalued and disconnected from their communities, Olivia Anderson interviewed 40 seniors at facilities in Escondido and Brookdale, San Marcos. She and the seniors took great pride in creating personalized booklets that showcase their unique stories. To address the lack of awareness of Indian culture in her community, Rekshi held 24 workshops in San Diego, teaching various aspects of Indian culture to children ages 5 to 10. She also hosted 2 workshops in India that taught young people there about American culture. Alisa created outdoor learning gardens as an alternative learning environment for students at Stone Ranch Elementary. Her goal was to teach students how to become more engaged in their outdoor environment rather than relying solely on technology. To educate about the monarch butterfly population, Eden created an informative presentation that she shared with a community in Mexico, local schools, and Girl Scout troops. She promoted discussions about butterfly conservation via educational information, a monarch art project, and milkweed planting guidance. Helen, a longtime beekeeper, shared her love for the activity by educating others about the decline of bee populations. She taught a 3-lesson course about bees designed for 4th and 5th graders and posted her lessons on the San Diego Beekeeping Society's website for others to use. To preserve San Diego's native ecosystems, Isabella created the Next Generation Science Standard Curriculum to promote water conservation, validated by her high school's garden club. She also designed a workshop that focused on the connection between personal outside water use and habitat preservation. The kits Michaela created for schools included a presentation and activities to teach students about secondary poisoning, especially in owls. She partnered with the Wildlife Research Institute, teachers, and master gardeners across the country to promote this opportunity and make the kits available online. Molly addressed the issue of pollution by setting up an informational booth at one San Diego's We Have Your Back backpack event. She educated children about the effects of pollution, encouraged them to take action, and engaged them through a recycle craft project. Rachel developed a project to address the issues surrounding homeless cat populations in Mexico. She worked with pet stores and Baja Cantú Animal Rescue to host a series of adoption events and educational workshops. United States Senator Tammy Duckworth is an Iraq War veteran and former Assistant Secretary of the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. She is the first female double amputee in the Senate, the first woman with a disability to be elected to Congress, the first Thai American woman elected to Congress, and the first senator to give birth while in office. And of course, she is a Gold Award Girl Scout.
Hi, I'm Senator Tammy Duckworth. When I think of Girl Scouts, I think of service. I think of hard work. I think of a commitment to making the community and the country around you a better place, no matter how old you are or how many badges you've earned. As a senator, I have one of the best jobs in the world. I get to wake up every day and use the leadership lessons I learned as a Girl Scout to fight for the next generation of girls. I get to pass policies to help more of today's young women get the opportunities they need to become Gold Award Girl Scouts or even members of Congress tomorrow. The Gold Award requires girls to show their leadership skills by taking action on a community or global issue. In other words, it instills in them the importance of public service. It shows girls that they can do anything, be anything, and help anyone, and that no glass ceiling is strong enough to keep them down. It certainly taught me that. I remember the lessons I learned in my Girl Scout uniform when I put on my Army uniform years later, even when I raised my right hand and took the oath of office here just a few years ago. And now I'm doing my best to instill the courage, confidence, and character that the Girl Scouts taught me and my own daughters as well. So thank you for working to make your community a better place and for knowing that every girl can change the world.
Through engaging workshops, Aditi taught people how to stay safe during natural disasters. Focusing on the most vulnerable citizens, children in grades 4 to 10, and seniors, she implemented her lesson plans at schools, Girl Scout meetings, and community centers. She also shared her lesson plans online for others to use when preparing for a natural disaster. To increase awareness and encourage visibility of those affected by mental abuse, Alexi created a brochure and video with solutions and support for children who are experiencing mental abuse from an adult in power. Her project will continue to connect with thousands of youth through the Grossman Union High School District website, its counseling offices, and Kids Turn San Diego. Ashley created an injury awareness and wellness program for dancers focusing on children and teens. She held presentations about how dancers can use stretching, nutrition, and rest to avoid preventable injuries. Brianna developed a program in Tijuana to introduce disadvantaged children to the sport of tennis. Participants learn basic techniques and drills. During breaks, they enjoy snacks and nutritional lessons. As an advocate for those living with autism, Cami saw the benefits of a sensory room to support the overall well-being and daily progress of the students she supports. The sensory room Cami created at her high school is filled with creative seating, a custom sensory board, and interactive stations to help students manage their own needs. Courtney held clinics for elementary and middle school students to learn how to play field hockey. She worked with the San Marcos High School field hockey coach and USA Field Hockey to get equipment donations and form a nonprofit organization that gave children opportunities to play the sport year-round. To address mental health among teens, Faith introduced healthy coping techniques to teenagers in her community. Her efforts included hosting an aromatherapy and art workshop, something she continues to do as the need of support groups continue to grow. Jamison created an educational project for middle and high school students to increase their mental health awareness. She worked to make mental health a topic that is acceptable to discuss, focusing on what support is available and normalizing imperfection. Jessica partnered with University of San Diego nursing students to teach 6th graders from low-income families about healthy diets. She hosted several presentations to demonstrate simple and affordable ways to maintain a healthy diet. Jordan converted her passion for social-emotional health into sustainable action by developing an elementary school curriculum where students articulated their personal stories. Students shared their portfolios, creating empathy and strengthening the classroom community. With a goal of preventing accidental drowning or injury, Laura taught elementary school children the importance of being safe around swimming pools. Laura's project will continue to impact the lives of those she taught and future students at the elementary schools. Paige combined her love of art, the outdoors, and psychology to start an outdoor art club at Helix Charter High School. The program gave teens a healthy and effective way to improve their self-esteem and reduce stress through artistic expression. As an athlete and sports medicine student, Paige noticed that many of her fellow students did not know basic first aid or the signs of concussions. She developed a presentation that addressed this issue and presented it to a variety of students in 4th to 12th grades through a number of community organizations. Rhea educated teenagers and adults about the importance of having proper posture and daily exercise. She led in-person and Zoom classes, teaching simple back and core exercises, and promoted the exercise videos on YouTube. Serena created an educational campaign at La Jolla High School to teach students how to be safe in natural disasters. She taught survival and planning techniques, held a clothing drive, and helped implement a water bottle refill station on her campus. Trilla developed a program to help Alzheimer's patients worldwide. She created activities and informational packets for patients, caretakers, and families, and engaged with patients, creating activities that could help boost patients' cognitive skills. Sienna held workshops to help children aged 5 to 12 understand how the food they eat affects their health and how to make affordable, healthy food choices. Their families learned new budget-friendly recipes and the importance of eating nutritious snacks and meals. Sophia created a mindfulness curriculum to address the shortage of emotional hygiene practices in elementary schools. She worked with students aged 6 to 18 to introduce sensory calming techniques, yoga, and meditation, and discuss the importance of building relationships through compassion. Veronica addressed the shortage of feminine hygiene products in homeless shelters and impoverished areas around San Diego and Mexico. She relieved stress of homeless women by providing them with sanitary products to use during their periods. Lifelong Girl Scout and the Chief Executive Officer of GSUSA, Silvia Acevedo, is a former rocket scientist, one of the first Latinx to graduate with a master's in engineering from Stanford University, an award-winning entrepreneur and author of Path to the Stars.
Hello, Girl Scouts. It's Silvia Acevedo, CEO of Girl Scouts of the USA. I'm excited to say congratulations to all this year's Gold Award Girl Scouts. Today, you have joined a very special group of Girl Scouts by earning the Gold Award, a Girl Scout's greatest achievement and the capstone of the Girl Scout leadership experience. I'm so proud of all the incredible work you've done. You've tackled issues that are important to you to drive meaningful and lasting change in your communities and beyond. Leaving a true legacy, you have provided sustainable solutions to a grand challenge in your community. Your path to this moment was not easy, and I'm sure you experienced setbacks and unforeseen challenges along the way. In true Girl Scout fashion, you didn't give up. You confronted the obstacles you faced, flexed your leadership muscles, and made the world a better place in the process. In earning your Gold Award, all of you have gained the experience and life skills that put you on a path of success in college and life. Skills like strategic thinking, communication, collaboration, problem solving, and time management. You are the leader society needs. The Girl Scout Gold Award is the mark of the truly remarkable. Proof that not only you can make a difference, but you already have. This is such a significant achievement, and you all should feel very proud. I want to also thank all the parents and volunteers whose invaluable guidance help you reach your goal. You are truly making a positive impact in the lives of girls, championing, mentoring, and inspiring them to be the leaders and change makers the world needs. Your support is so important. It allows girls to understand what they are capable of so that they can put their ideas into action and truly reach for the stars. I want all the new Gold Award Girl Scouts to take this moment in and enjoy it. Whenever you face challenges in life that seem too overwhelming, just remember this accomplishment and know that you have the courage, the confidence, and character to overcome any obstacles in your way. You've brought your vision to life and achieved an incredible milestone in your leadership journey. We can't wait to see what you'll accomplish next. Thank you and enjoy celebrating this remarkable accomplishment. Congratulations!
Allison motivated girls to get interested in STEM by launching an educational program geared for elementary school girls. She taught engaging activities at the local school and launched an online magazine for girls that feature women in STEM careers, experiments, and fun facts. Liza wrote The Art and Science of Influenza, a book that uses art to educate students about infection, immunity, and vaccines. Working with artists, scientists, and Coronado Middle School faculty, Liza created a lasting curriculum that is now used by multiple educators to engage students in science from an artistic perspective. Anika's computer science program empowers girls to explore computer science careers that might shy away from because of lack of support and role models. She created an easy-to-follow curriculum, led collaborative workshops for 4th to 12th graders, and profiled women role models on the She Can Code site. Ana Valadez saw that the Elementary Institute of Science, an institution whose purpose is to teach STEM courses in a fun, interactive way, had 4 3D printers but weren't using them because staff members didn't know how. She developed a STEM educational program by creating 3 different types of pamphlets and a website to help kids learn how to 3D print. To improve K-12 girls' access to STEM, Cecilia hosted workshops at libraries in low-income local communities in Paraguay. She also organized a symposium where successful women in STEM discussed their careers. Isabel created a new club at her high school to educate middle school students about advanced engineering topics. The middle schoolers became more passionate about engineering and STEM careers. Jayon noticed a discrepancy in the number of females in STEM, which can arise from negative interactions at a young age. She created an after-school program that engaged 5 to 10-year-olds in STEM through an interactive, collaborative curriculum where students learn to work together and respect one another. Caitlin's Geological Education Box was a hands-on educational tool to interest students in geology. Her project spread awareness of the minerals that shape today's society and everything that we do. She also funded a gem and mineral club at her high school. Madeline champions STEM diversity by addressing the underrepresentation of girls and minorities in those fields. She founded a Society of Women Engineers Club at her school, facilitated outreach activities, and was awarded $1,000 to create the first annual Girls in STEM Inspiration Day. Working with Wells Fargo and the nonprofit Venture Lab, Cadence created a free summer program that integrated entrepreneurship and financial literacy into a unique curriculum for elementary and middle school kids. She set up a booth at the STEM festival, held workshops, and worked with junior troops to help them achieve the product designer badge. Using the insight of middle school counselors and her own experiences, Kaitra created 12 high school readiness workshops to educate 8th graders district-wide about how to thrive academically and socially in high school. She also published handbooks on the school's websites as a sustainable tool for students to learn about aspects of their future high school choices. Jade created a mentoring club at her high school to help students learn to budget, file taxes, and build other life skills essential for successful adulthood. Her club and lesson plans will be handed down and taught even after her graduation. Michaela taught American Sign Language to 2 groups of high school students in special education, helping them learn a new skill to better communicate with their families and others. She also created a YouTube channel to inspire others to learn ASL. Rosanna's community bookshelf at Lemon Grove Community Garden encouraged visitors to take a book and leave a book. She also held virtual presentations about how reading and community can help people cope with social distancing. Books Without Borders is a club Samaya created to raise funds for underprivileged children in South Africa. The project was dedicated to bettering their lives through education and providing resources needed for success. Sydney tackled the issue of literacy within a low-income community by building a free community library box in front of the neighborhood elementary and middle schools. Since many families don't have transportation to the public library, Sydney's local library provides easy access to books to encourage reading. Victoria worked with the Words Alive organization to develop curriculum and engaging activities for underprivileged students in San Diego. She held workshops and distributed lesson plans at the North County Immigration Center to help immigrants gain literacy skills and pass the citizenship test.
I am a Gold Award Girl Scout.
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 I am a proud Gold Award Girl Scout.
I am a Gold Award Girl Scout.
I am a Gold Award Girl Scout.
I am a Gold Award Girl Scout.
If we were all together, we'd be giving these changemakers a loud round of applause. To learn more about our Gold Award Girl Scouts and their projects, please visit sdgirlscouts.org/gold. Each of you worked so hard and you created lasting change in communities across San Diego and across the world. On behalf of all who you have helped, thank you. You did this with the support of Girl Scout Sisterhood and your community. Several groups of very special adults supported and encouraged our Gold Award Girl Scouts on their journey to this day. We offer a heartfelt thank you to the very special volunteers of the Gold Award Committee. I know you're out there and listening. Thank you. Year-round working, each of them spent more than 200 hours guiding girls in their quest for the gold. They monitored and evaluated the candidates' progress, cheered their successes, and urged them to overcome challenges. These dedicated women supported each candidate, encouraging her to stretch to her full potential. Gold Award Committee, thank you for your devoted service and all you did for these girls. Gold Award Project Advisors and Troop Leaders, I know you are cheering these girls on as well. We deeply appreciate your willingness to step up, share your talents, and make a commitment to mentoring these Girl Scouts. Thank you. I'd also like to give a special shout out to the highest awards team at Girl Scouts San Diego, who have helped the girls along their journey from Bronze to Silver Award to the Gold Award. Thank you to Robin, Imelda, and everyone who brought this ceremony together for us. We are also so grateful to our friends at San Diego Rotary Club Foundation for their generous support of our 2020 San Diego Gold Award Girl Scouts. And I know our Gold Award Girl Scouts can say they couldn't have made it here without the love, the patience, and support of their families. Parents and guardians, thanks to your support, your Gold Award Girl Scout has the tools to meet the future, confident she can and will succeed. Please accept our congratulations and admiration for your contributions to your girls' success. Gold Award Girl Scouts, you join an elite group of women who have achieved this honor. Because of your hard work and the promises you made and kept, you have earned the right to wear the Girl Scout Gold Award. Congratulations. Thank you all for joining us to celebrate our Gold Award class of 2020. Just one last thing. We have a surprise for each of our new Gold Award Girl Scouts. Families, get your cameras ready. Girls, you need to go to your front door, and when you open it, you'll find that a Girl Scout porch pixie has brought you a special celebration package with special greetings to further celebrate your big day. Congratulations and thank you. Have a wonderful day.
My name is Helen Buchanan.
My name is Isabella Catanzaro.
My name is Michaela.
My name is Rosanna Javier.
I am a Gold Award Girl Scout.
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 I am a proud Gold Award Girl Scout.
I am making the world a better place by informing youth how to register to vote and be an educated voter. I made my mark on the issue of youth not realizing how or where to register to vote.
I'm making the world a better place by teaching kids about the benefits and necessity of bees. I made my mark on the issue of bee population loss.
I'm making the world a better place by giving girls the confidence to pursue STEM. I made my mark on the issue of gender inequality in the STEM field.
I'm making the world a better place by hosting clinics for kids. I made my mark on the issue of bringing awareness to the sport of field hockey in my community.
I am making the world a better place by teaching environmental awareness. I am making my mark on the issue of water conservation, habitat preservation through teaching landscaping practices in San Diego County.
I'm making the world a better place by normalizing mental health conversations so teenagers feel heard. I've made my mark on the issue of mental health by destigmatizing the conversations around it.
I am making the world a better place by organizing instrumental music clinics for the elementary school students. I made my mark on the issue of elementary music education in San Diego.
I made the world a better place by raising awareness of human trafficking. I made my mark by educating my community on the red flags of trafficking and what to do if you or someone you know is a victim.
I'm making the world a better place by helping students be informed and prepared for natural disasters. I made my mark on the issue of global warming and natural disasters.
I am making the world a better place by reducing the stigma surrounding emotional abuse. I made my mark on the issue of mental abuse by creating lasting resources that helped children and teens navigate and stand up for themselves when being faced with a mentally abusive adult in power.
I'm making the world a better place by educating students and providing an uplifting outlet for women and children experiencing homelessness. I made my mark on the issue of homelessness for women and children in San Diego.
I made my mark on the issue of lack of mental health education for elementary school age students. I'm making the world a better place by teaching the importance of mindfulness and compassion.
I'm making the world a better place by helping minority communities. I made my mark on the issue of embracing your community.
I'm making the world a better place by helping protect barn owls, one of our local apex predators. I made my mark on the issue of secondary poisoning of owls and other predators by raising awareness about the dangers of rodent bait boxes.
I'm making the world a better place by bringing my community together through reading. I made my mark on the issue of community connection and literacy in San Diego.
I'm making the world a better place by helping build confident teens. I made my mark on the issue of low self-esteem.
I am making the world, currently, a better place by connecting currently isolated tuberculosis patients going through treatment. I'm doing this by connecting tuberculosis survivors and tuberculosis patients so that way they can share their personal experiences and stories, so that way they know that they are not alone. And I have made my mark on this issue of disconnection and isolation by creating this booklet called The Patient Voice, which has all of their testimonials, personal stories, and even some art here and there that they've personally made. And most of all, it connects these patients when they need it most.
I'm making the world a better place by helping teens and other people like me get out into nature more. And I made a mark on my issue of teens not getting outdoors enough.
I'm making the world a better place by advocating for those who cannot advocate for themselves.
I'm making the world a better place by helping young women around the world feel empowered in their ability to do STEM. I made my mark on the issues of the underrepresentation of females in STEM fields.
I'm making the world a better place by educating students on affordable and accessible ways to eat healthy, while also revealing the health consequences of a poor diet. I made a mark on childhood obesity in San Diego.
I'm making the world a better place by teaching children and seniors how to stay safe in the event of a natural disaster.
I'm making the world a better place by championing for STEM diversity.
I made my mark on the issue of the lack of education that plagues young adults when it comes to social justice issues.
I made my mark on the issue of bringing awareness to the communication barriers.
I'm making the world a better place by connecting with senior citizens, showcasing their value, and honoring their legacies.
I am making the world a better place by teaching others how to communicate in a different way. I am making my mark on the issue of American Sign Language. I am a Gold Award Girl Scout.